And for some of you, this could be a person who is very well off and they want to take care of you. But it is some sort of contract. That's why I'm saying sugar baby type thing, because it doesn't necessarily have to go to marriage, because this is single energy. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups is single energy. And yet there is an element of wanting a lot from someone or something. So this could definitely be sugar baby type thing, or it could be, if it's a job, this is going to put somebody in a very financially comfortable position. It is a wish come true, but with the devil, that doesn't mean it doesn't come without its own challenges, because the devil is Capricorn energy. So yes, you will be paid well, but a lot will be expected from you as well. Possibly to do, Capricorn can have to do with status, reputation. Let's look at the business side of these cards. Okay, so let's look at Temperance, what it says. Let's see. Okay, in Temperance and business, it says, it often comes up in readings for people when they are working more than one job, and juggling a lot of responsibilities. Watch that you don't burn yourself out. You may have to reassess your timelines or give up a shift, but you can't do anything effectively if you make yourself sick. Yeah. Whatever this is, a lot will be asked from you. And so you have to make sure to not burn yourself out. Now let's go to bank. It says, now is not the time to splurge or to be reckless with your financial assets. Make your money work for you and find a way to treat yourself that is not connected to emptying your purse or stacking up your credit card debt. So again, even if it pays well, it's like, don't go through your money like water. You know, learn to save, learn to start budgeting. If before, maybe you didn't really know much about financial education because you were kind of living paycheck to paycheck, whatever it is that's coming in now, you will have enough to put aside. So it's saying, but don't use that money to go shopping and spend everything. Not that you can't treat yourself, but again, with moderation, right? Now let's look at justice. Justice. Here we go. In business, justice represents there are going to be contracts signed in your future, and depending on your situation, this is either a great thing or something that has just turned your stomach. Regardless of what it is, there are going to be long-term implications to the next step. So take it wisely, knowing full well what you're getting into. Remember, if this is a contract, it doesn't matter what type of contract it is, read the fine print. Go over things carefully. Now, bank, it says, are you being honest about your financial situation and your responsibilities? Hiding away from it will only get you so far. It will catch up with you eventually. Move forward with integrity and work on finding a comfortable solution. Mortgages and loans are also connected to this card and money. So maybe this is some of you trying to get a loan and it being approved. Maybe for others of you, I don't know. There's a reality about your financial situation that you may need to face. But with it having so many positive cards here, let's see. Nine of Pentacles. So in business, the Nine of Pentacles represents, are you working your ass off for someone else and not spending time on improving your life in business? Maybe it's time to become your own boss, or at least look at asking for a big fat raise or promotion. Know your worth. Okay, so in this context, that feels the strongest. Know your worth, and if it is your dream to be your own boss, what are you waiting for? Bank. This is such a positive card when it comes to money and our bank accounts. You are seeing the efforts of your work coming in. Smart investments, smart choices around money, and building a solid financial future are all paying off. This is also a sign that making your own money is a good idea. Rely on your ability to take care of yourself. So within this, there could be some sort of warning. As in, let's say you're developing a product. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Yeah, you're developing a product and there's a company coming in with a contract and they're telling you that they're going to give you a loan. But if you look at the fine print, it basically says that they now own the product. And then that could change things really quickly because eventually they could change the product without your consent because they are now the owners of the product. they can do whatever they want with it. So you might want to make sure to look at things thoroughly, and so that the product doesn't stray from the original vision you had. Or maybe it's a small company you have, and don't let it be taken over too much. But overall, if this is a job, know your worth and ask for a salary that reflects your worth. And then, of course, financially, these two are like, you're about to come into a very good, abundant financial time. So make sure you moderate, be realistic about what your real needs are. Don't label everything a need. Know what is an actual need and what is something you splurge on. Now let's look at the devil. Ooh, she a devil. No, I'm just kidding. So business-wise, it says you may find yourself being asked to do something questionable. Profitable, sure, but morally it is not going to sit well with you. These are our defining moments. Hopefully you can avoid it, but be careful who you trust and who you keep company with in business or at work. A trickster is around. In bank, it says doing anything dodgy with your money is not a good idea. Trying to avoid taxes or payments for something you are supposed to make will bite you in the ass. This is also the card of gambling, so just be careful about your recreational use of money. Do not lend out your money right now. People may be lying to you about it. So this matters because remember when I was talking about sugar baby thing? 10 of Pentacles could definitely represent somebody who is married. And so they might want a sugar baby on the side because they need the current family that they're with for status. Maybe they need them for business connections or for, other purposes. But they might want you on the side as a sugar baby. They're going to pay you very well, but there might be some moral question there about whether it's something you really want to do or not. Now, let's say that's not something so drastic. Let's say it has to do with business, right? This is making me think of, I don't know which one of you have seen the show called Grace and Frankie. I used to watch it. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I think I watched like the first season or two. And it was so cute. And they created a product. In that show, they created the product and they were getting a lot of offers. But one of the two women was very financially savvy, very business oriented. And the other one was a lot more about ethics, right? She was very concerned about the environment and she didn't really care about how it would impact their finances. But that also made her very bad at finances, right? She was more about the earth. And so they balanced each other out. They were supposed to balance each other out. And the product that they created, one of them was all gung-ho about, how much money it was going to make them. And the other one was all like, no, this, I think it was palm oil, kills a lot of orangutans. And so it was like, it could have something like that. Like maybe the product that you're creating can be mass produced, but is it going to kill the earth? Is it going to damage your moral fiber? So be aware. It doesn't mean that you can't take this at all, because I think it is positive in some ways. It's more about be careful maybe how much control you give on whatever it is that you're creating, on what type of thing it's being used for. So for example, let's say that me as a tarot reader, let's say that somebody comes in and wants to use my skills as an advisor, right? There might be moral implications here if maybe that person just likes to spy on other people. Maybe they might pay well, but is that something I would feel comfortable with? No. And so again, there's something here about as long as things align with you morally, trust yourself that's, don't betray your principles. Don't betray your conscience. Now, let's look at the 9 of Cups. So in business, the 9 of Cups says, all of the hard work you have done is beginning to pay off. You are being recognized for your achievements and successes at work. This could also be you winning an award, scholarship, work, competition, or promotion. Bank says money is good. There's no need to stress. Things are stable and your cash flow keeps increasing. You have everything that you need. This is the card of getting what you want. Remember, it is not always attached to a dollar sign. So keep that in mind, because especially the more magnetic you become, you're not just going to get one offer. And if one of the offers you get does not sit well with you morally, let it go. Make room for other offers to come in. But if maybe it's like in between and you feel like you can still negotiate it, that's up to you. But you are getting your wishes granted, but don't always attach your wishes to a specific dollar amount, okay? Let's look at justice. Clarify justice for me. Got the Wheel of Fortune. Clarify justice. The Magician. Wow. All these major arcanas. Clarify justice. Three of Swords. See, okay. 10 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. Oh my God. 3 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. Yeah. King. There's that. Okay. This just solidified what I said the first time. 3 of Swords and 7 of Swords. For some of you, this is somebody who wants to make you the mistress. They want to make you the sugar baby. But it's like they want to tell you, I'll take care of you. You won't need to worry about this or that. But you already know you're not going to be the spouse. You're going to be the other person, the other woman, the other man. You keep getting 3s, 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. Again, it's not... You'll know, because again, here's that King of Wands, right? You'll know if this is something you want to do or not, truly, if you have to start defending this. If you start preparing arguments, like in your head, let's say that whatever offer this is, you feel like it's good fortune, right? Because obviously it could be somebody really wealthy, and you're like, oh, this is my good fortune. And with the Magician, you might have manifested this. But if you sit here thinking, okay, if I was to tell my family or if I was to tell my friends about this, and then you're like, okay, wait, I have to start, either one, I have to leave things out on what I would tell them, or 2, I have to start preparing myself for a possible attack, then you already know that's not something you should do. If you already have to start preparing half-truths or lies or explanations on why it's okay, you already know that it's not something you should do. If you're married, period. It doesn't matter if it's married on paper or they're just married on paper. Don't do that. Don't get karmically involved in that. That's a karmic involvement. Like, you would be setting yourself up for some sort of huge lesson. I mean, obviously you're going to do what you want to do, but that's just a friendly warning. Tell me about the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, there it is. 5 of Swords. Tell me about the 9 of Pentacles. The Lovers. Oh my God. Tell me about the 9 of Pentacles. Death. There's that King of Wands, the Hanged Man. 6 of Wands, 5 of Cups. So the advice that's coming through is with the 9 of Pentacles, yes, this, whatever this is, financially is very strong. But the 5 of Swords asks, but at what cost? At what cost are you going to put your finances above your conscience? And this seems like a union of some sorts. For a lot of you, this is a romantic thing. Somebody coming in, King of Wands, Emperor sort of person, coming in to say, I'll take care of you. You will never lack with me. But at what cost? What is it that you're going to sacrifice for this? What is it that you're going to have to silence your conscience about?